sio ya Raila, sio ya Meg Whiteman, sio ya imperialist na neocolonialist ambao wametu kandamiza kwa miaka na mikaka. Tuna rise kama generation ya Wakenya leo kusema we are interested in birthing a new republic that respects human rights, that respects the rule of law, and that upholds social justice for the people of Kenya. People power.
Our power.
People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
Our power.
People power.
Down with neocolonialism down. Down with corruption
Down.
Down with police killings down.
Down.
With abductions down. Down with imperialism down. Down with the broad-based government down. Down with Ruto down. With Rigathi down. Down with Raila down. Now I'd like to take this moment to welcome my comrade Kasmuel. Comrade Mcoure, sorry.
Viva comrades, viva!
Viva!
Viva comrades, viva!
Viva! Kabla tuendelee, tutasoma statement ambayo ilikuwa imeandaliwa na coalition. So I will ask Professor Ogolla to say a few words, and then Buka and Wanjera will jointly read the press statement for us, and then Kasmuel will take it from there. Thank you. Buka, please, the statement.
Who are the people? We are the people.
We are the people.
We are the people.
Comrades, power.
Power.
Comrades, viva.
Viva.
According to me, I want to say that there is no need of dialoguing with somebody who is illegitimate, and the illegitimacy is not from the constitutional side. It's failure to do what he was supposed to do as an allegiance to the constitution.
Viva, comrades, viva!
Viva!
We have a constitution, we have laws of Kenya, we have government policies which are a manual to run this country. This country has a manual, a governance manual. When you have a manual for operating your phone, why should you have dialogue with somebody how to operate the phone? So William Ruto has got the three manuals: the constitution, the laws of Kenya, the policies of Kenya, and is not only unable, but is uninterested. So we cannot discuss with you something outside the constitution like Hustler Fund. We cannot discuss about the university education funding model, which is unconstitutional.
No.
It is not following the constitution. It does not follow the laws of Kenya. It does not follow the manual. So we have no interest in discussing unconstitutional mechanisms. We only discuss things within the constitution.
Yes.
That's why we don't recognize the broad-based government. We don't recognize the prime sector, anything in Salim Davadi. We just don't recognize Ruto's government. Secondly, and this is my last point, those telling us to give Ruto more time should tell us time to do what? Because he has got everything we have said.
Yes.
Before we went to the street, we said everything in the social media. We said everything in the mainstream media. We said everything in space. They know what we want. Yeah. They are unable and are interested to do what we want.
Uninterested.
Are we giving them time to kill us further?
No.
Are we giving them more time to continue stealing from our country?
No.
Are we giving them time to mislead us?
No.
Are we giving them time to mislead our constitution?
No.
No time, Ruto, no time.
No time.
No time, Ruto, no time.
No time.
No time, Ruto, no time.
No time.
Ruto must go because he has refused and is uninterested to do what is clear in the constitution. To appoint the cabinet, it is the constitution. To appoint, to pass a budget, he cannot pass a budget according to the constitution since he took over office. He cannot appoint a cabinet secretary according to the constitution. He gives us recycle and reuse leaders who are obsolete. We want people to bring meritocracy, and I end by telling you that there are two horses in town. The first horse is led by William Ruto and Raila Odinga, who are trading on tribal alliances and tribal arithmetic, isn't it? On corruption, on lies, and broken promises. The second horse is the one we are seeing standing here. This horse is about issues based, about our economy, about the constitution, about Kenyans' livelihoods, about Kenyans' comfort, about Kenyans' future. So Kenyans, choose which horse you trade with from today.
Yes.
A corrupt horse, a tribal horse, a lying horse, and a horse that is going to salvage this country and bring it back to the root of prosperity. Thank you.
Thank you.
Viva, comrade, viva! Viva! Comrade, viva! 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 Viva!
High morale,
High discipline.
high discipline.
High morale.
So today, we present a statement signed by 54 progressive organizations, revolutionary political leaders, social justice centers, under the common umbrella of the National Provisional Coordination Committee of People's Assembly, whose spokesman is Comrade Kasmuel. The 54 organizations include the Communist Party of Kenya, that I serve as the National Vice Chairperson of Kenya, the Revolutionary Socialist League. We have the chairperson of the Revolutionary Socialist League, Comrade Maganga, the National Student Caucus. We have the All African People's Revolutionary Party. We have Social Justice Working Group by Comrade Happy Olal. We have Kenya Palestine Solidarity Movement. We have Siasa Place. We have Kongamano la Mapinduzi, International League of People Struggles, Young Communist League, Free Kenya Movement, Revolutionary Students Commission, United Green Movement Party, Ukweli Party, Tribeless Youth, Red Vest Movement, Haki Kwetu Social Justice Center, Until Everyone is Free, World March of Women, Madare Social Justice Center, Kayole Social Justice Center, Dandora Social Justice Center, Kasarani Social Justice Center, Dagoretti Social Justice Center, Mcoure Social Justice Center, Nanyuki Social Justice Center, Kondele Social Justice Center, Mlango Kubwa Social Justice Center, Mombasa People's Assembly, Kibera West Speakers, Medical Interns Caucus, JSS Teachers National Strike Committee, Social Justice Traveling Theater, Women in Social Justice, Socialist Workers Movement, Sowomo, Kisumu Peace and Justice Center, Organic Intellectuals, Msingi Trust, Kangemi Grassroots Movement, Kenya Peasants League, Kibera Feminist Network, Korogocho Peace and Justice Center, Wahenga Youth Organization, National Reconstruction Alliance Party led by Comrade Omtata, Article 43 Committee on Coordination of Njaa Revolution, Kenya Ni Home led by Mercy Tarus, Kenya Bora Tuitakayo, Kiamaiko Social Justice Center, Makadara Social Justice Center, Concerned Citizen Movement led by Professor Fred Ogola, Turkana People's Assembly, and the group of Dobby women and Dobby workers. Call for a total shutdown on Katiba Day. Fellow Kenyans, as we approach August 27th, a day we have long celebrated as Katiba Day, the day we commemorated the promulgation of the 2010 Constitution, we stand at a critical juncture in our nation's history. The Constitution, which symbolizes our collective struggle for justice, democracy, and freedom, is under vicious assault by the very man who swore to defend it, President William Samoei Ruto. Down with Ruto, down.
Down!
Ruto is not just a failed leader, but a man at war with his own people. Under his regime, Kenya has been plunged into darkness. Over 345 innocent, finest men and women of our great country, Kenya, have been brutally murdered in extrajudicial killings sanctioned by the state. These are not just statistics. These are our brothers, sisters, children, and friends. We cannot and we will not be ruled by a man who has turned the instrument of state into tools of terror against his own people. Down with extrajudicial killing, down.
Down!
Adding to this grave injustice is the unholy alliance between a tiny network of billionaires who plunder our nation's wealth, the corrupt government led by Ruto, and the opportunist opposition led by Raila Amolo Odinga. Down with Raila, down.
Down!
This so-called government of national unity is nothing more than a coalition of hyenas and vultures feeding off the corpses of our comrades martyred by the state. Long live Rex Masai, long live.
Long live.
They are united in their greed, their thirst for power, and their utter contempt for the Kenyan people. This alliance is a betrayal of everything we hold dear, a dark chapter in our history that seeks to crush the spirits of a free, independent, and sovereign Kenya. Let it be known, only when this super-reactionary class is crushed to atoms will our nation be truly and free. Long live Kenya, long live.
Long live.
The economic crisis under Ruto's rule is devastating. Our country is drowning in illegitimate debt. Our young people are jobless, and the cost of living is skyrocketing. The dreams of millions of Kenyans are being crushed under the weight of a regime that has lost all moral authority to govern. But the greatest betrayal lies in the blatant violation of the Constitution. In just 22 months, comrades, Ruto has trampled on our supreme law 34 times. He has subverted our institutions, undermined our independence of the independence of judiciary and parliament, and brought disrepute to the highest office in land. This man is unfit to hold any public office. Down with Ruto, down.
Down.
Down with Ruto, down.
Down.
We must act, and we must act now. On this day, August 26th, we are calling for a total shutdown of nation tomorrow. August 27th, Katiba Day, will not just be a day of commemoration. It will be a day of mass action. We are announcing a general strike, a protest against the tyranny of William Ruto, and a demand for his immediate resignation. We will not rest until justice is done, until our constitution is upheld, until Ruto is removed from power. President Ruto, your time is up. We have betrayed you have betrayed the trust of the Kenyan people, violated our constitution, and trampled on the legacy of those who sacrificed everything for our freedom. The people have spoken, and they demand your resignation. You have only one option left: step down or removed by the wrath of the people. Long live the people, long live.
Long live.
Our power,
People's power.
our power,
People's power.
people power,
Our power.
people power,
Our power.
our power.
People's power.
Who are the people?
We are the people.
Who are the people?
We are the people.
Ruto ni mwizi, ni wazimu wa ukweli.
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 Ni wazimu
Wa ukweli.
ni wazimu
Wa ukweli.
ni wazimu
Wa ukweli. Ni wazimu wa ukweli.
ni mwizi, ni wazimu wa ukweli.
Ruto ni mwizi, ni wazimu wa ukweli. Wa ukweli.
Ni wazimu
Wa ukweli. Wa ukweli. Wa ukweli.
More power to the people, more power.
More power.
All power to the people, all power.
All power.
All power to the people of Kenya, all power.
All power.
Thank you so much, Comrade Buka. Now we continue to say that a regime that cannot implement the Constitution of Kenya 2010, cannot uphold the rule of law, is killing Kenyans, is corrupt to the very core, is a regime that does not deserve to lead the great people of this nation. Tunakataa?
Tunakataa uongozi mbaya wa
Tunakataa
Ruto.
uongozi mbaya wa Ruto. Repeat after me. Tunakataa?
Tunakataa uongozi mbaya wa Ruto.
Now, in full compliance of Article 1 of the Constitution of Kenya 2010, we, the sovereign people of this country, hereby declare that the people shall reclaim our national sovereignty and establish a pro-people's government that reflects the true will of Kenyans, free from influence of corrupt elites. Down, down with neocolonialism, down.
Down.
Down, down with imperialism, down.
Down.
Number 2, we shall implement economic justice by implementing policies that prioritize job creation, affordable living, and equitable distribution of resources. Forward with social justice, forward.
Forward.
Cement accountability and justice and hold those responsible for corruption and extrajudicial killings accountable through transparent legal processes. No more rags to sweep injustices under. Tunakataa uongozi mbaya wa Ruto, tunakataa.
Tunakataa uongozi mbaya wa Ruto.
Restore and defend constitutional integrity by ensuring that it remains the supreme law of the land, unaltered by those in power. Forward with the Katiba, forward.
Forward.
Establish inclusive governance through genuine mechanisms for people-driven public participation in decision-making processes at all levels of government. Forward with the People's Assembly, forward.
Forward.
Forward with the Occupy People's Assembly, forward.
Forward.
Kenyans, this is our moment. We must rise as one in solidarity and in strength to defend our constitution and, most importantly, our future. Tomorrow, on Katiba Day, let us all join together in a general strike, a total shutdown of the nation to send a clear message. Ruto must go.
Ruto must go.
Ruto.
Hatutaki kuongozwa na wezi, majambazi, wakora. Tunakataa uongozi mbaya wa Ruto, tunakataa.
Tunakataa uongozi mbaya wa Ruto.
Now please organize, mobilize, and rise for land, freedom, justice, and a better Kenya. We want to birth a republic of a new type. Sindio? Yeah. A republic that respects the people of Kenya. A republic that wants to advance the cause of the people of Kenya. A republic that inaheshimu wamama wetu wa Kenya. A republic that inaheshimu kwamba hii ni nyumbani kwetu, tumezaliwa hapa na tunataka home iwe home. Sindio? Yes. Now, I'd like to welcome the spokesperson of this movement, Comrade Kasmuel.
Down with American-led imperialism, down.
Down.
Down with neo-colonialism, down.
Down.
Down with American-led imperialism once again, down.
Viva, comrades, viva! Viva! Viva, comrades, viva! Viva! Viva to the people of Kenya, viva! Viva! Ruto ni mwizi, ni wazimu wa ukweli. 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 Ni wazimu wa ukweli. Ni wazimu wa ukweli. Ruto ni wazimu. Viva, comrades, viva! Viva! Viva, comrades, viva! Viva! Viva the people of Kenya, viva! Viva! Viva to the young people of Kibra, viva! Viva! Viva to the young people of Kayole, viva! Viva! Viva to the young people of Dandora, viva! Viva! Viva to the revolutionary spirit of Kenyans, viva! Viva! Thank you very much, comrades. We are gathered here this morning on the eve of the 14th birthday of our Constitution, to announce that we are undertaking a mass action, a general strike, a people-led agitation for the respect of our Constitution. Our political class has decided to do nothing but subvert the sanctity of our Constitution. We are like a man in a marriage, a man who has married a beautiful young girl and was given the marriage certificate, which is our Constitution. And the political class is a wealthy adulterer who think that they can come and steal the wife of anyone that they wish. If you tell me to give Ruto time, you are telling me to give him more time in the office to have our women raped. Is that what you want, comrades? No! You're telling me that you still want to see women showing up dead in dumping sites.
No time to Ruto, no time.
No time! If you tell me to give this administration time, you are asking us to let children continue studying under trees while people buy soda worth 1 million in the budget.
Down with Coca-Cola, down.
Down.
Down with Coca-Cola, down.
Down.
Support for the Palestinian revolution, support.
Support. If you tell me to give this regime time, you are telling me that the youth of the slums, of the informal settlements, of the ghettos of Kenya should not wear well, should not look as though they have any dignity because they are robbers. Is that what you want? No. When they come to the ground, they call us hustlers. When they get into office, they call us goons. Is that what you want? No. We are calling for a total shutdown in this country tomorrow. We have been fighting for policemen who live in tin houses, in jerry cans. Policemen who are still using flying toilets. Those are the people who are killing us in the streets. More power to the people, more power. All power to the people, all power. That is why we are inviting each and every patriot in this country to join us for a general strike in defense for our constitution. To no longer allow these politicians to steal this beautiful girl who we have married legally, who was birthed through pain, which is our country, Kenya. The marriage certificate we have is the constitution. And on the 25th, when we took back our power, we said that all sovereign power
belongs to the people of Kenya.
And the people
Shall.
Mandatory. We are inviting you tomorrow as the Katiba turns 14 at 14:00 hours. Whether you will be on a bicycle, whether you will be on a motorcycle, whether you will be walking or in your car, or whether you will be on top of your person, we are asking you to take a short break and ask yourself whether this constitution that gives us and grants us these rights has been respected. If it has been respected, continue pumping, continue injecting, continue driving. If it has not, we are asking you to join us in this cry for justice. We are asking you to join us in an act of civil disobedience to deal with this rogue regime, to deal with the police that have offered themselves up to kill us, to deal with the people who rape our women, to deal with the people who kill our children, to deal with the people who steal your dreams and mine, to deal with the people who continue to foster tribalism, to deal with the people who continue to subvert the rights of the Kenyans.
Who are the people?
We are the people.
Who are the people?
We are the people.
Comrades, our teachers are not being paid. That's why the JSS teachers are going on strike. Our doctors are not being paid. That's why the doctors are organizing a strike. Civil servants are not being paid. That's why they are striking. So who is getting paid?
Ghost workers.
The billionaires.
Who is getting paid, comrades? Who else is getting paid? Who else is getting paid, comrades? How then are these cabinet secretaries making over 200 million per year? What companies do they run?
Thefts.
What other companies do they run?
Foreign companies.
That is why, comrades, that is why we are going for the general strike tomorrow in defense of our constitution. We are saying we shall not be divided along tribal lines any longer. We are saying that it is pain to one of us is pain to all of us.
Sure.
We will not be divided according to our sex, creed, race, or economic background. We will stand together because a people united
Shall never be defeated.
a people united, comrades.
Shall never be defeated.
A people united.
Shall never be defeated.
When we lose our fear,
They lose their power.
when we lose our fear,
They lose their power.
when we lose our fear, comrades,
They lose their power.
Viva.
we are calling a general strike tomorrow. The fear that they sold us on Nane Nane, which was a very successful movement, will not work. The division according to age, all restrictions that they have put for us will not prevail. We, the people, shall prevail.
Shall.
We are grateful that all the 54 organizations that are here with us have been decided and signed to be part of this coalition. We are using this as a political vehicle because we are organizing to take political power. If you are here, I am not your leader. I am your spokesperson. I submit to you. You are my leaders. I do not come here. When you meet me, I am not your leader. All of us are the sovereign leaders. So to the youth of Kibera, your voices need to be heard. Anytime I am speaking and you feel as though I am not speaking for your rights, you call me out instantly. To the youth of Karen and Kileleshwa, Kayole, Dandora, Madare, Korogosho, Kondele, Huruma, Sugoi, Eldoret, Kamiti. If I am not speaking the language you need me to speak for you as the people, it is your role and duty to correct me because I am not your leader. Even for this coalition, I am just but a spokesperson. Viva, comrades, viva. Viva. Long live the coalition, long live. Long live. Long live the people of Kenya, long live. Long live. We have decided to unite because for the longest time, the political class has decided to divide us. We will organize and mobilize to the very, very grassroots and ensure that we take political power. Long gone are the days where power was just the preserve of men who wore suits and spoke English. I want power to go back because the youth of Kibra know how to sort out the issues of Kibera. The youth of Mathare know the issues that bedevil Mathare and they can solve them. That's why we are saying, from today, if you have any shadow of doubt that this coalition will work, we decided, remember, this coalition was birthed in the streets after consolidating all our gains and all our losses, and we said, no longer shall we allow anyone to lead the youth of our country to their untimely deaths due to disorganization. This coalition is in defense of every member, such that I know if I am disappeared, there are 54 organizations that are looking for me. But just so that we know that that comrade, if he disappears, if that comrade disappears, 54 organizations are looking for you. So when you are here, you are safe amongst your brethren. That is what this coalition is about. We are organizing to take political power. We are not being coy or shy about this. We have to take those seats. Viva, comrades, viva. Viva. I want all of us to organize and get into those grassroots, because as we stay there arguing on social media, outgoing President Ruto is already on a campaign trail on top of a Land Cruiser. Outgoing President. He's on a Land Cruiser in your village while we are sleeping. Mutalala, comrades. If he takes that power in 2027, it will be because we slept on what we needed to do. Mutalala kweli. We will come to all those villages through your help. We will come to your workplaces where you work as builders. We will come to the border sheds. We will come to your schools. We will come to your churches. Tutakuja kwa bezi yenu ya keg na miraa. Na mkituona, give us that opportunity. Long live the power of the people. Long live. Long live the people of Kenya. Long live. Long live the sovereignty of our people. Long live. We want the government to also produce the comrades who were disappeared from Kitengela instantaneously. We want this government to produce those comrades, because if you do not produce them, we the people are coming to deal with you. And when we say this, it might take a day, it might take a week, but we are coming to deal with you. And because you have shown us your tactics, we are not afraid to employ those very same tactics. Yes. Viva, comrades, viva. Viva. What we are doing, this are revolutionary. Your work is not influencer work. The work we are doing is a very dangerous work. The work all these 54 organizations have signed themselves up for is a very dangerous undertaking. This is not influencership. This is not clout.
You're putting our lives on the line.
You have put your bodies on the street for the sake of your state, and we are saying it is our right to defend each other. Ukikuja kwa street, ni right yako kuandamana, na ukiingia ndani ni right yako kutolewa. That's what we are saying. Yeah. Kwa Mkenya yeyote ambaye anatusikiza leo hii. That is what we are saying this morning by this coalition. And we will organize the most gigantic, the most colossal, the most unimaginable grassroots mobilization, because for long the state has thought that they have monopoly over mobilization and organization. We are saying that we will penetrate and let this message get to your mother, your children, your grandfather, to the very ends of this country, that we are here to liberate Kenya. Viva our Kenya, viva. Viva. Viva our Kenya, viva. Viva. We stand in solidarity with our women. We stand in solidarity with our youth. We stand in solidarity with our teachers and doctors. We also stand in solidarity with our students. Our students who were called yesterday to a town hall meeting. We stand in solidarity with you. We know that the state will want to buy some of you out or oppress you or tell you to stay silent. We ask you to keep your faith and your courage. because your caucus is part of the 54 organizations we have here, your business is our business. And that is why now I would love to welcome student leaders from various universities to address the issue of the new funding model.
Long live you all, long live! Long live! Long live you all, long live! Long live! Long live the Peter Comrade, long live! Long live! Long live the comradeship, long live! Long live! Root of power! Root of power!
Comrades, one mic.
Comrades, team him! Comrades, Kirana! Jenzi team him! Jenzi Ria! Jenzi Lipua! Jenzi Rutenda nyumbani! Jenzi anguka na Lipua ingone!
Congress power! Congress power! Congress team.
So, thank you so much.
High morale. High discipline. High discipline.
High morale.
Comrades, high morale.
High morale.
High discipline.
High morale.
We just want to make some arrangements here for Okay. So we have one student to address, and then the next two. Okay.
Okay.
Mcoure, let him stop. Okay. High morale. High discipline. High morale. High discipline.
Okay. Comrades power. Comrades power. Okay, I'm Comrade Marvin Mabonga from the Technical University of Mombasa, and I'm in for the new funding model where several student leaders were called yesterday to the KICC, and they had a conversation with the president. But now the new funding model. This is not a students-based model. This is a model that is based for the vice chancellors and several student leaders who were called at the State House. Some of them were paid to come and calm down the students. So from now henceforth, we are calling for the students across all the universities, across the public universities, across all the private universities and the TVET institutions to come out in large numbers on the 9th September for mass protest. Because this new funding model, which was introduced last year, it is unconstitutional since all the students were not aware until they were being admitted in the various universities where they are now asked to reapply for the new funding where the sponsorship, they are now being categorized in different bands. So comrades, at this point, we want unity and we want to call all the student leaders, all the students from all the universities to come out in large numbers so that we can say no to the new funding model. We want to go back to the old model, which was so inclusive. There's no student who was not funded by the university. So thank you so much, and I want to welcome my fellow comrades. Thank you.
Talk. Comrades, viva! Viva! Comrades, power! You see, power! You see, this book is
high morale.
This.
Please hold on a second. Okay. Yeah, hold on a second. I would like the comrades that are talking there.
Thank you.
So,
Comrade silence. Comrade silence. Nice one.
Down bread-based government, down. Down bread-based government, down. This
is the greatest book in the history of Kenya.
Thank you.
Our forefathers fought for this book to defend us in whatever thing we do. The Constitution of Kenya. We are going to speak without fear of contradiction because we are guaranteed that in this book. We want to say this to Mr. Ruto and get warned. The new funding model is a scam. On Monday 19th, the University of Nairobi admitted students, and in my entire stay in the university, I have been there for the last 7 years. That is the lowest registration the university has ever experienced because of this scam of the new funding model. Now, when you check the bands, I was at the admission desk. Majority of the students, 80% of the students were placed in band 4 and band 5, which is the bands that receive the minority support from the government. Who are the people who are given band 1 and band 2?
Comrades, the government scam. Comrades, government scam. Government scam. NMF scam. Jibin.
Who are the people who are being allocated band 1 and band 2? We saw parents suffer because they cannot afford to pay the fees. Now, which article or which process is arrived at allocating the bands? We are being told that band 1 are given to students who are previously had gotten some bursaries in high school. Now, those are the people given band 1s. And you see what is funny and ironical is that people who receive bursaries are the people who are connected in high school. The rich are the people who receive the bursaries. The poor in the villages never receive the bursaries. So these people who have received the bursaries are assumed to be the poorest and are allocated in band 1. That is a scam of a government, a scam. Somebody who claims to be an hustler who survived in the University of Nairobi through loans and funding from the government now wants to make education inaccessible to the people of Kenya. They feel like Anguka Naruto, Anguka Naruto.
Anguka nayo.
On the new funding model on 9th of September. Tutanguka nayo. Anguka na new funding model, anguka. Anguka na new funding model, anguka.
Nice one. Comrades Sibim. Comrades Sibim. Comrades here. Comrades Sibim. Jensi Sibim. To all Kenyans, we were there during the demonstrations on the streets. Tulianguka na ile ilikuwa inaitwaje? Finance bill. My friends were shot at the parliament and they died. So, we are calling upon all parents, all Kenyans, all universities. Let us come up together so that we can fight on the streets for the rights of your daughters and sons. I am at the University of Nairobi, and I happen to have been when there was orientation and admission of students. And we did a forensic audit. We realized that in a group of 100 students, only 2 were qualified to be registered under the band 1. So I want to tell parents and Kenyans and students across all universities, the new funding model is a scam. It is a scam that has been put there by people who want to loot and embezzle the public funds. We are calling upon the government, Mr. President William Samoei Ruto. He was a student at the University of Nairobi, and imagine to survive courtesy of this, how do we call it, government scholarship. But now you are sabotaging the government scholarship. The government wants to sabotage education because they feel that many Gen Zs are enlightened. We are not going to accept. We are not going to accept. Gen Z, we are not going to accept. We are not going to accept. So, on 2nd, it has been designated. That is the day. We shall come on the street in large numbers. In your University of Nairobi, I will put 3,000 people on the road. Comrade power! Comrade power! It will be messy. We shall not accept. Comrade Tibim!
Okay, viva comrades, viva. Viva comrades, viva. Thank you to our students. I'd love to welcome okay, the COG of the University of Nairobi to over his remarks, and then we shall have Comrade Muthiora give a few remarks in Swahili, To the students, we want to assure you that if it were not for these universities, we would not be here. We will stand with you to the very end. So please, a few remarks, then we'll have a few remarks from Comrade Muthiora so that our Swahili-speaking audience can also be addressed. Then we will take a few questions from the press.
Long live Ziwati, long live.
Long live.
Long live Ziwati, long live. Long live. No.
Comrades, power! Power! Comrades, Ria!
Ria.
Comrades, Viva!
Viva.
COG, power!
Power.
Universities, power!
Power.
Then NFN down, NFM down.
Down.
I am Okech Solomon Aira. I am the chairman council. I am Okech Solomon Aira. I am the chairman council of governors, University of Nairobi. I am here as the COG and I represent 13 faculties in my constituency. One thing I want to say is first, I reject the new funding model. I did not make it to KICC yesterday, but I was following the town hall meeting live on the televisions that were being aired. I want to say that for you to listen to Ruto, you need to have a lot of very good shock absorbers because I was almost fainting while watching the town hall meeting live. So the new funding model, one, why we disassociate and we do not agree with what is in the new funding model is the means testing system. If I, a university student who is doing a bachelor degree, cannot understand the means testing system, how will you explain this means testing system database to my grandmother back there in Lagniero or my grandmother back there in Homa Bay County? So I want to call upon President William Ruto. If you cannot explain to a class 2 how this means testing system works, kindly fire all your office workers and those who employed in the ICT for this means testing system. Second, we reject this new funding model, and I want to call upon all comrades and parents, whether from Turkana, whether from Sugoi, whether from Eldoret, to come out in large numbers on 9th of September. We are going to be on the roads and we are going to march in solidarity. We are not going to be stopped. We are not going to fear anyone. We know that in Kenya there is freedom of speech, but freedom after speech is not guaranteed. We want to say we are not going to fear. Viva comrades, viva! Viva! Viva comrades, viva! Viva! Asanteni sana, tukutane kwa streets on date 9. Thank you.
Viva comrades, viva!
Viva.
Viva comrades, viva!
Viva.
One mic,
One voice.
one mic.
One voice.
Nipo hapa sasa kupokea maswali kutoka kwa wenzetu wa media ikiwa mna maswali. Lakini kabla nifanye hivyo, ningependa kuwapa ratiba ya ile mikakati ambayo iko. Number one of our coalition partners, that is Free Kenya, after this press conference will hit the CBD in continuation of the signature collection exercise they've been collecting in preparation of a People's Assembly's referendum. So please welcome them wherever you are and sign up. Number two, we have court cases, both at the High Court, the Court of Appeal, and the Supreme Court. You recall that the Supreme Court gave stay orders after the Court of Appeal had ruled Finance Bill 2023 unconstitutional. You remember that? So we have those cases out there, and we would like for you to follow up on the progress so that we can have justice. William Ruto, in 23 very short months, has violated the first 14 chapters of our constitution. Tutaendelea kuongozwa na kiongozi kama huyo? Ndio maana tunasema kwamba at 1400 hours, kesho Katiba Day, if you will not be with us in the streets, kama utakuwa jikoni, ama utakuwa sebuleni, ama utakuwa dereva kwa gari, ama abiria kwa bodaboda, ama kazini, pause, reflect, jiulize kama umefanya ya kutosha kuendesha taifa la Kenya. Article 3 of our constitution calls on every person to defend the constitution of Kenya. That's our call tomorrow. So usiseme kwamba hauna wengine, you have the time to mobilize. Shujaa Julius Kamau amekuwa single-handedly kila siku kwenye barabara na mitaa ya Nairobi. Wazazi, ikiwa hamtajiunga na watoto wenu Gen Z, basi muanze kujiandaa kutafuta watoto wengine. Manake wito wetu ni kwamba tutakomboa taifa la Kenya within our generation. Viva comrades, viva! Viva! So I will take questions in case you have any. Remember, this has been convened by a provisional body under the National Provisional Coordination Committee of the People's Assembly. And like Buka outlined, our footprint is across the country. So please, members of the press, feel free to fill those questions. Mko sawa? Viva comrades, viva! Viva! Viva comrades, viva! Viva! Nitaomba tufunge sasa, nitamuita mwenzangu hapa, tunafunga na wimbo tu, alafu members of the press tutakuwa tuko huko nje, we'll take care of the other things.
Viva comrades, viva!